An Alberta separatist group suffered a major loss in an Edmonton courtroom Thursday morning. A judge has dismissed their motion to strike a judicial review of their referendum question. The judge disagreed with not only Alberta separatists, but also the Premier and the Justice Minister. They all wanted the judicial review skipped so the referendum question about Alberta becoming a sovereign country could proceed to voters. Alberta's Chief Electoral Officer Gordon McClure, however, referred it to the courts because he wants a judge to rule if it's constitutional. That review will now happen.
Definitely today was a win not only for democracy, but for Elections Alberta and its independence, and for our First Nations, without a doubt.
Justice Colin Feasby wrote in his ruling, "I conclude that it is not plain and obvious that the constitutional referendum question is constitutional, and the citizens of Alberta deserve to have these arguments made properly and heard in full. Democracy demands nothing less." Feasby said it doesn't make sense to embark on a signature drive if the question will be ruled out anyway. The lawyer for the Alberta Prosperity Project and referendum petitioner Mitch Sylvester disagrees with the judge and says he'll keep fighting for a vote on separation.
Nobody, yet has answered the fundamental question, which is how can it be unconstitutional to ask a question that amends the Constitution? So, to me, it continues to be kind of a very odd process.
First Nations have been rallying support against Alberta separation for months, insisting it would violate their treaty rights. Some are now applying for intervener status in this case so they can argue that in court.
I feel it's a great win for Canada because we're doing this to protect Canadians, and we as Albertans better get used to it because we are Canadians, and we've been Canadians ever since our ancestors signed treaty in 1899.
Court is now scheduled to reconvene for the constitutional review on November 19th. Justice Feasby says he expects to have this matter decided and wrapped up by the end of this year. From Edmonton, Sean Amato, City News.